Hi, my name is Wayne, and I'm a big fan of ritual. I have a number of rituals in my life that I use to keep me sane and centered and on track and in the middle of life where I can make the biggest contribution. One of the primary things that I do, and I've done for many years, is I meditate every day, somewhere between 20 minutes and an hour a day, oftentimes just in the morning, and when I need it, also in the afternoon. I also, for probably the last 20 years, have 5 to 7 days a week done a gratitude list that I send to a friend. That gratitude list is usually 10 gratitudes long and includes simple things like having a roof over my head and bigger things like opportunities that I value, always grateful for loved ones, my family, my granddaughters. And another big ritual for me is getting out into nature regularly. I need to be in nature several days a week. And I think the most important thing about ritual is finding the elements of ritual that bring you to your center. You know, the things that you do that give you the greatest joy, that allow you to meet life on life's terms on a day-to-day basis. I know that if I'm not doing certain things, like I don't usually like to eat too early in the morning. I need to meditate every day. I need to be in nature a couple times a week. If I've found a balance of all of the elements in my life that keep me centered in myself, that keep me happy and healthy, then I tend to meet my life with an open heart and an open mind, and I tend to meet everybody I come across with a loving gaze and kindness, and and if I get really off center or angry or whatever, I take time out for myself. And I have a ritual even then of there's a couple of friends I'll call up that I'll pass that energy off with, so I don't end up turning it in on myself or turning it outwardly on someone else. So I think the value of ritual for each of us is finding those rituals that get you to your center, finding the things in your life that you need to do to best be able to show up for your life. During the times when I didn't have ritual, when my life was more chaotic, I tended to bring a lot of things down on my own head. I tended to cause chaos where I went. I tended to find relationships that were either dramatic or ways to turn them dramatic. And as I've created more and more ritual, as I've created more and more centering practices that bring me back to myself and bring me back into my own heart and my own awareness of what my needs are and what my primary values are, the more likely I am to show up for the life that I really want to live. And that's what I do.
Thank you.